Happy Monday, guys, and welcome to our first Keyboard Warrior session of the week. For any of you that didn't join us last week, just to let you know that Thursday one is slightly different now. It's at the earlier time of 7 o'clock in the morning, but can be accessed as with this one at any time at all. So if you don't want to join in the early bird session, you can join in at any other time that day or in the week. It's a slightly different session to this one. In fact, it's more energizing to get you set up for the day. So we're still ironing out any kinks that might have, if you've seized up overnight, got a bit stiff and achy in bed, but it's more to sort of get you energized, fire you up for the day. No equipment needed though, just yourself and a little bit of space within your home. So let's get cracking with today. We are coming down onto the floor for the sessions today, so you may need to just push your chair to the side. You want to get some really nice deep back stretches in today and really ease you up for the day ahead. We're going to start with some arm swings. So just bring your arms to the side. Just let them swing. Just gently to start with. And then gradually start to increase the movement, bringing your arm up. So the inside of your elbows brushing past your ears. Now at the moment you keep your arms under control, but we're going to let gravity take over shortly and then just let them drop down. So as you raise them up, then let them drop down. So the weight of your arm is pulling down on the shoulder, giving a good stretch. And then some nice big circles, really big. Arms together at the front, open out wide. And bring it back the other way, so bring the arms in. And then just rub the shoulders round. Take them back a couple of times and forward. And then one at a time. Bring one back and forward. And take the other one. Shrug shoulder over. Bring it back in. And then bring them up together and down. And then bring the arms out to the side. Just draw small circles to start with. And gradually increase the circle. Increase the movement. Until you're all the way around. Again, arms are brushing back past those ears. And then just as you get there, change direction. We're going to gradually decrease the size of the circle. And then just shake your arms out by the side. Just roll the hands around at the wrist. And then just before we move on to the next exercise, if you just take your thumb and place it into the wrist there, just draw some circles on the wrist with your thumb, applying quite a nice firm bit of pressure. Those hard working on hands and wrists, laptops, tablets, desktops, phones, in this position a lot and having to move a lot just from the wrist. So then work your hand through the hands, just massage the palm and onto the other side. And in your own time, if you wanted to, you can just work through each knuckle, just prevent those hands getting stiff and achy in the joint. Just work through the hands, massaging it out. Even the webbing area just between your forefinger and thumb, it's really nice to get in there. Just give it a bit of attention. Good stuff. And so then just bend and flex the wrists. And then place the hands together, gently squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Take two more. And then bring the hands up, just place them behind the head and just squeeze your elbows back behind you. And come back up to upright, side to side, into the center. Good stuff. And then you're going to come to the front of the chair. Just start with raising your knee, just straight up in front of you. And then pause. Just take your hands underneath your leg and bring your leg towards you. So rather than grabbing around the shins today, we're going to bring the hands underneath the thigh, hug that leg in, and then sit up tall. Same with the other one. Hands underneath. Bring the leg in close to you. And then take the leg out in front of you and just swoop around in a semicircle, bringing the leg round. If you want to make that move a bit bigger, bring the foot off the floor, go side to side, open up the hip. If not, just swoop it round on the floor. And then bring it to the center, take the other leg. If it's too much to do it with a straight leg, you can do that with a bent leg. Just take it side to side, tapping the toes. And then take the legs over to one side, just twist to look over the opposite direction. Make sure, thinking of posture all the time, you're not slumped as you twist, nice and tall. Gap between the hips and the ribs, and twist. Bring the legs over to the other side and twist across. And then coming up to standing, just going to raise the knee and then tap it out. So raise the knee and tap it out. You can use the chair for support if you need to with this one. So just placing one hand on the chair or against the wall. And change to the other side, bring the knee up, tap it across. Try and make it a big step as you take the legs to the side. Use the outside muscles of the leg. That's good. And then coming onto the side, we're going to take your arms forward and the leg back and bring them in. Keeping a nice flat back, so keep your stomach muscles switched on and avoid arching back like that. And on the next one, you're going to press the heel down, reach up tall. So you feel a stretch through your calf. And then just come up and down onto that calf muscle. Bring your hands together. And do the same with the other leg, so just tap back to start with. And then press through that back heel, reach up tall. And then up and down on that foot through the toes, pressing up and down. And then give your legs a little shake out. Again, nice big arm swings. Even more range of movement now as you've got no furniture to hand to worry about. That's it, bring them up. And then both together, up, swing them back. Feel the weight of your arms swinging back, just stretching the chest out there. And then you're going to do the same front and back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind. Last one. And then if you just place your hands on your hip bones, roll hips forward, and then take them back the other way. So if I show you sideways on, you're bringing the hips and pelvis forward. Very small movement. Nice little roll through to the back. We're going to do a deeper version of this down on the mat. In case you're not joining us for that one, we'll do this one standing up. And then take that move even bigger. Take the hips back and forward. Last one. And then we're going to roll round. So drawing a big circle with your hips. Feel the muscles, glutes and thighs working as you go round. Feel them stretching. And back the other way. And last one. All right, take the leg and swing. So you can do a nice small movement if you want to. As you get moving, take that swing a bit bigger. Just watch out for your chair, any other furniture. And the other leg. So from here, we're going to come down onto the floor, starting on all fours. So kneeling on all fours and on hands. So you may need to move your chair out of the way for this one. Any discomfort on your knees kneeling on them, you can always put a cushion underneath. Just make sure if you are, you're nice and even, so the cushion's not side loaded one way more than the other. Onto your hands, and you want your wrists underneath your shoulders, hands underneath and elbows, so they're all in line. And you're just going to slowly bring your bottom and head up towards the ceiling as you drop your tummy. Imagine you're dropping your tummy down towards the mat. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, imagine your spine being drawn up towards the ceiling. Drop the head down. We're going to take 4 more rolls through like that. So head and bottom come up and then back. Reverse it through. So imagine your belly button's being drawn back towards your spine, navel to spine. Now, if you need to, just give your wrists a little roll round if they're starting to get uncomfortable being in that position. And then just gently, just let the chest come down towards the hands. You're not doing a push-up, we're just trying to feel the stretch through the shoulder blades. As you lower yourself down, get those arms moving. That's it. And then bring yourself down onto your heels. Take your hands forward. Push the floor away from you and let your head come down between your hands. If it's too much to come all the way back, you can still take your hands forward and just sit yourself towards your heels. Feel the stretch through the mid back. As you can, come all the way down. And then back up onto all fours. Just take the hips side to side. And then you come onto your back. So just roll over and bring your knees up towards your chest. Hug your knees in. And then gently rolling side to side. Hug yourself up into a small ball. Bring your chin to your chest. Take a breath in. As you exhale, extend your body out fully, as long as you've got room around you. Otherwise, keep this one in mind for later today. We've got a little more space. And then hug one knee in and then the other. So bend the other leg, just alternate, hugging one leg in and then the other. And then we're just going to gently take knees over to one side, take your arms out to your side, drop the knees towards the floor. If they can't touch the floor, you can just leave them over to one side, bring them to the centre, just under control, take them to the other side. So that stretch down the waist. Over to the other side. Just take one more each side. And we're going to finish with a bridge before we come up to standing. So place the feet nice and solidly into the floor. Bring your arms to your side. And you're going to drive through your heels to bring your hips and bottom off the ground. And just curl up. Gently up. And then slowly down. So just tip that hips and pelvis up towards you as you come up. And down. Keep your head on the floor. Just go for 2 more. Roll up. And down. This is a lovely movement for the back. Just rolling through, lifting up the spine. And then from there, just bring your hands into your side. You can bring them into the small of your back and gently start to bring yourself up to a sitting position, however you find comfortable. So you've pushed yourself up into this position, then just let the head drop back. Let the chest take the stretch. And then bring yourself up to a standing position. You can come back onto all fours if you need to and walk it up without rushing up to standing too quickly. And then just grab hold of the wrist. Reach over to one side. And the other side. And then just hands on the hips. Alternate reaching left and right. Keep the hips facing forward. And then bring Hands up onto the shoulders. Roll the shoulders around. And back the other way. And then just bring them together at the front. Squeeze your shoulder blades together behind. So squeeze them together at the front and behind. And then bring your hands together again and just take a really big circle all the way around. Just try and scoot past your feet. And up. And around. One more time in this direction. And then go back. I'm going for 3. Reverse it round. Really try and open up the stomach. Lift the chest and the ribs away from the hips and the waist. And finish off up. Take your palms and take them down towards your head. Tops of the hands face towards the ceiling and reach up tall. Lower yourself down, take your hips behind. Big deep breath in and come up. And again, lower yourself down. And come up. Final time. This time, try bending the knees a little bit as you come down. So you take the hips behind to start with, then bend the knees. Come down. Big deep breath in. All the way up. And exhale. Just roll the hands around. Great job, guys. Well done for setting your week up with a good intention for the week ahead. I look forward to seeing some of you bright and early, 7 o'clock on Thursday. Take care. Have a great day.